2-0 Cardiff Report, Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson seal a comfortable win for Cherries. Cardiff's first game back in the Premier League ended in a 2-0 defeat as goals from Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson gave Bournemouth a winning start. Winger Fraser converted from close range in the 24th minute at the Vitality Stadium before Wilson settled a tight contest by side-footing home in stoppage time. The newly promoted Bluebirds showed plenty of fight but created little and would have lost by more had Wilson's first-half penalty not been kept out by Neil Etheridge. Bournemouth introduced club record signing Jefferson Lerma and fellow summer recruit Diego Rica to the home crowd ahead of kickoff. Bluebirds boss Neil Warnock revealed this week that Colombia midfielder Lerma was his top summer transfer target, although he was expecting to pay £250,000 £25 fee. He handed a debut to lone striker Bobby Reid, while Bournemouth manager Eddie Howe thrust 20-year-old Wales international David Brooks into his starting 11 following his arrival from Sheffield United. The Cherries started slowly but went ahead with the game's first shot on target. Striker Wilson worked space inside the area and his pullback from the right was calmly slotted home by unmarked Scotland international Fraser. Wilson had a golden chance to double the advantage in the 34th minute but, after referee Kevin Friend adjudged he was tripped inside the 18-yard box by Bruno Ekuelmanga, his tame spot kick was saved by City keeper Etheridge. Cardiff's last league victory over Bournemouth was in February 2002 when opposing manager Howe played for the Cherries. City captain Sean Morrison almost forced a 65th-minute equaliser but home keeper Asmir Begovic scrambled the ball away after substitute Josh Murphy, on for his first appearance following an £11 million move from Norwich, had hooked towards goal. Minutes earlier, Bournemouth debutant Brooks had been unable to steer his header into the gaping goal following a pacey left-wing centre from Fraser. The Cherries have never lost at home to a promoted side in the top flight and they made the 3 points safe in the first minute of added time. Substitute Simon Francis dispossessed Murphy on the right wing before cutting the ball back for Wilson to stroke home and atone for his early penalty miss. Late double change for the hosts, the first of which sees Smith replaced by Defoe. Goal. 2-0 Bournemouth. Game over for Cardiff as Wilson redeems himself for his earlier penalty miss by tucking home after Francis teed the ball across to the forward superbly. Third and final change for Cardiff, as Maiden replaces Reid. Francis has had a difficult test since his introduction but his ball put the ball on the plate for Wilson to open his account with what he will hope will be the first of many this season. Substitution Callum Wilson Liz Moose at full-time. Bournemouth 2-0 Cardiff possession 5 minutes added on at the end of the second half. Thankfully Cook is back on his feet and able to continue, although Bournemouth may still make a late change. An issue for Bournemouth as Cook is down in a heap inside the box after contesting a header and it does not look good. The referee quickly brings the game to a halt and he is receiving treatment. The visitors win another corner and it is deep from Hoylett again, then headed back across goal where Bamba concedes a free kick for dangerous play after attempting an acrobatic effort. Cardiff trying to go direct in their quest for an equaliser but nothing is falling their way in the final third, where the Bournemouth defence is mopping up any danger. A decent attack for Bournemouth sees plenty forward but Reid cannot take down Wilson's cross, with Fraser running onto it and smashing an effort well over the roof of the net. Bournemouth seem to be back on the front foot as we edge ever closer to the final whistle, with Cardiff stuck inside their own half as they chase an equaliser. Save. Etheridge called upon to deny Wilson, who flicks a header towards goal from a free kick. Bournemouth starting to grow back into the game as Cardiff commit more and more players forward but Etheridge has had very little to do in the second period. Entering the final 15 minutes of the game and Cardiff have the edge in possession but still trail to Fraser's first half strike. Possession Cardiff have dominated the past 10 minutes or so but have not tested Begovic enough, with Reid continuing to look isolated leading the pack. Francis concedes a free kick in a dangerous position for his first contribution to the match but Reid wastes the opportunity by firing over the bar. Bournemouth's first change sees Brooks' debut come to an end as Francis takes his place. What a save. Cardiff banging on the door but they cannot beat Begovic, who makes a superb save. Murphy tries an overhead kick from a corner and it leads to a scramble on the goal line, but the Bournemouth stopper does excellently to keep the ball out. Fraser has been directly involved in 6 goals in his last 8 Premier League appearances at the Vitality Stadium for Bournemouth, 4 goals, 2 assists. Warnock also hands Murphy a debut, as he replaces Mendes-Ling. Cardiff make a double change, the first of which sees Ward introduced for Patterson. Huge chance. Fraser does brilliantly and fires a fierce cross into the middle where debutant Brooks cannot head into the empty net, instead directing a header off target. Better from Cardiff as Hoyle drives forward and his cross comes to Patterson, who sees an effort deflected behind by Ake. The corner is fired home, but the Dutch defender is there to head away from danger. Possession. A quick succession of corners for the hosts, who continue to ask questions of Cardiff. The second is fired deep by Brooks but is hooked away. Fraser curls a dangerous free kick into the middle, but it is missed by all of his Bournemouth colleagues. Howe's side are growing in confidence though,